Afternoon all. Today is the last round of Tata Steel 2014 and something quite unexpected happened in the game of the leader of the tournament, Levon Aronian, who was having one of the greatest tournaments of his life, like a 3000 rating performance on for it if he could just win the last round game. Loek van Wely, in true Dutch man style, he actually played the Dutch defence as black. Quite a risky opening, and this was a very up and down game. White in this position is actually, according to engines, technically better. There's a move here, for example, which is giving Rook d6, a very tactical move, trying to decoy the queen away from protecting e4. What does black actually do? For example, Rook e6, and then taking, and actually e takes here, which seems a bit risky, inviting the check. Is actually okay. This is actually okay for white. But in the game, in this position, we didn't see that quite useful forcing move, Rook d6 here to try and get rid of this rook. We saw Queen d5, which does seem like another useful forcing move to threaten the mate in one. And there's very limited options for black here. In fact, it seems the only move black can do in this position is Rook e6, virtually the only move. Because if we look at other alternatives like Knight f6, I think we can just take that and we're still threatening horrible things. If bishop takes to protect g8 now, then check. And what is black actually doing? If Rook e7, we can take this and then just e takes f4, and it's quite clear, white's doing very well here. He's 2 pawns up, and black's king safety is a bit suspect. So anyway, so Rook e6, one of the only moves really to consider, actually keeps the balance here technically. Now, balance chances is about equal, and here white played a real howler of a move. White played e takes f4. Can you see what black can play in this position? If I give you 10 seconds, you might want to pause the video. So Loek van Wely to move. What did he do you think? There's an amazing resource here. I don't want to give you too many clues. So if you want to start now, 10 seconds. Okay, I hope you felt that the back row is a bit vulnerable here after this e takes f4. There's a really painful check, kind of weakness of the last move as well actually. The pawn is no longer supporting d4. It was before. d4 wasn't at all that weak, but also this diagonal is a bit weaker. And if queen b1, there's queen d1, so this is no good. It defends, and what is black doing there? But actually, this queen retreat can actually be destroyed with this bishop d4 check, a powerful interruption tactic. And now white's had it. He has to give up his queen to stave off mate. If he plays knight takes, we just go with queen b1 check. It's mating. The king, is getting mated here on the back row. Either rook takes or queen takes. And there's not much better to do here. If the king moves, we still back row white with check, and then taking on e1. So king f1 goes into an immediate mating one with queen d3, let alone knight e3 winning the queen. But just mate will do in one there. So it's pretty brutal, this bishop d4 check. So actually Levon had to resign. c takes, we just play a queen b1 check, and then we just take on e1 with either the queen or the rook, so we can end up with this position where the king's just getting mated with rook and knight. So a bit of an unfortunate and tragic end to the tournament, but Levon still won the tournament, so maybe he's not too gutted. I think as humans we tend to relax when we don't need to work that hard. Maybe we tend to let our hair down, and this was a great example of letting the hair down in the last round when the tournament had already been won. But still, it shows, you know, that forcing moves in chess actually can be really quite brutal and unexpected for the very particular finesses of a position and its weaknesses. When king safety is involved, these particular finesses and weaknesses of the last move, emergent opportunities, are quite amazing to consider. So this was quite a stunner. I thought I'd share that with you. This bishop d4 check, making white's back row even weaker for that killer blow queen b1 check, and some of the variations here. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, and congratulations to Levon for winning the tournament. Tata Steel 2014. He was 8 out of 10 before this game, but you know, 8 out of 11 is not so bad either. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.